back to Gategully, Dwarf Fortress Let's Play from Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. Let's just let Dwarf Therapist complain about not being able to load up Dwarves right away because I haven't actually loaded the game yet. And get everything loaded up. I was just letting things run on a bit. You know, nothing pretty much was happening. Basically, the last thing that happened is that someone was taken by a stray mood. I seem to have lost them. Zoom. Huh. Oh, okay, they are there. Alright. Let's follow them. Let's see where they go. Let's unpause, because seeing where they go doesn't work very well if you paused, because nothing happens. Go back to having a lot of idlers again, actually. 22, there's quite a few. Oh, I've also, while he's, indeed she, I don't know. I moved all my animals from here to here because they were over-pasteurising, overeating, and they've already eaten that lot back down to sand. It'll be interesting to see what I get out of this, because it's and it's an adult. Oh, I suddenly realised it's an adult. It's the first time in ages I've had an actual adult getting a strange mood. So they're not possessed, which is good, because possessed means you don't get a legendary skill out of it. Strange mood crafter. So I'm looking down here and see what we get here. Highest movable skill craft dwarf, which is very vague. Often feels boastful, likes to brawl, doesn't stick with things if even minor difficulties arise. Tends to be tight with resources when working, pleased by own appearance and talents, doesn't mind wearing something special now and again. Has an active sense of humour, is not particularly interested in what others think of them, forms only fleeting and rare emotional bonds with others, tends not to be swayed by emotional appeals. Has a sense of duty, is trusting, is assertive, given to flights of fancy that wants a distraction. Is disgusted by merrymakers, doesn't care about nature one way or another, is put off by family. Dreams of creating a great work of art, so, you know, reasonably hopeful for the great works of art there. Presumably he's going to grab a crafts dwarf workshop. But I'm kind of hoping for a stone crafter rather than yes, no, I've got a lot of bone carvers, a lot of legendary bone carvers. But I rather suspect what I'm going to get is another bone crafter, because that's bone carvers, that tends to be what happens. Not going for metalsmith's forge, so not going to be a metal crafter, obviously. And there you go. And we'll just follow them again, and then unpause. The main thing here, I'm not really that interested in what they're doing. I mean, the main thing is, I think if they immediately start searching for things, then where are you going? Then they've found everything they need. I think that's how it works. I'm sure I should know by now. I'm sure I should know by now. But that is pretty much what I think occurs, is that this means that this individual actually knows what they're doing, and they know what they're looking for. So we can but hope that that is indeed the case. So I'm just going to leave that individual to get on with this. Yes, can't make green blocks. thought I had to collect them. No, not much sand. Clearly not enough sand has been collected. My other current issue is flux stones at the minute, but of course because I've got this great big huge goodness me. This really well okay, a lot of this level has now been discovered. But obviously any randomly chosen digging isn't going to get done until all this ridiculousness gets done. I mean, I could issue a command to stop this. df hack. Yeah, I used the dig exp commands to dig this to do this designation for me. And I could just, yeah, there's a df hack command to get rid of it. But I mean, the nice thing is, actually, I have all these flashing people. These are all legendary folk. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 legendary miners. One of whom is making soap for some reason. That's neat. So I mean, I oh, that's interesting. Could not find path. I thought someone might be stuck somewhere, but apparently not. Yeah, that was, you know, where's it gone now? Yeah, hunter cancels return kill, could not find path. So I was wondering, I was worried someone might actually be properly stuck, but that doesn't look to be what happened. Yeah. I should use some of my tree budget. I've already had an issue where trees that grew up collapsed suddenly. So at the very least, I should try and ensure that there's not many trees around the tracks and things. Yeah, things that I think are important. As you can see, I deployed the atom crusher. I actually ended up doing an auto dump, so all the items just kind of went. So I got rid of about 400 tatty pairs of socks that were scattered on the ground. So you know, that's a good thing. Was that another could not find path? Must have been. Yeah. So at this precise moment in time. I'm going to make a new sand zone, is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I need to be careful about trees and doing what they're doing. Because trees can collapse and fall on things, and I don't want that to happen. But you can see my animals have completely grazed this area already. So I'm wondering if I need to send grazing someplace else again. Or do I need to just kill off a bunch of animals? Don't have any more Dimplecup spawn, that's fine. Not being able to plant Dimplecup spawn is basically meaning that they've already planted as much as they can. Yay, pigtails. Yay, pigtails. And I think yay, pigtails as well. Yay, pigtails. So I'm getting pigtails again at long last. And hopefully that is going to... So I'm going to have 2 seasons of growing pigtails. And I am desperately hoping that means that I'm going to be able to kickstart my thread producing again. That's going to make me extremely happy if that is the case. What else is going on in my life? I like the way I say that, life, like this is my life now. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, that's not what I was... Yeah, let's go here. Oh yeah, I've made a few changes to workflow, which I can best illustrate by going Shift S. I decided to make, before I had yarn trousers and cloth trousers, yarn trousers and plaid cloth trousers, and silk trousers are separate things, but I've actually just made them of any material. I might change that again. So it's now 35, so they're now all counted instead of just being separate. I'm actually beginning to run out of my roasts are going down. Used to have over 300. What I've also discovered, I discovered that I can actually make bags, and I can decide with the yarn, leather, silk, cloth. So yeah, let me see if I can demonstrate this. So I'm making a new workflow constraint here, okay? So I hit T to decide what type. I type in shirts, right? And I want to melt just shirt, not melt shirt. Now, material specific, okay? No, that's not what I do. Now with my arrow keys, I can go up and down, right? So I can go cloth, and I can go leather, and I can go silk, and I can go, let's not have leather. I go silk, and I can go yarn, right? Cloth, silk, yarn. So it's not any material, it's cloth, silk and yarn. And so, you know, poof. And so now I can get rid of that one, because what's in theory problematic about any material is that it includes adamantite, I think. Or I'm worried that it might do, and I could be completely wrong about that. Because the problem is I've now lost my historical. I've got historical information, now I don't. Whereas my socks, I've got historical information. Yeah. So, but now because yes, I don't think it's actually a problem. It's just me being slightly scared and panicky about these things. But I've discovered, you know, so I was worried before with boxes, because boxes might include, well, literal boxes out of wood, which I don't think are used, like sand. I don't think you get sand boxes in the same way you get sand bags. And if you make a box/bag out of stone, that's a coffer, which is really for putting in people's rooms, as opposed to, you know, putting sand in to make a sandbag, or putting seeds in to make a seed bag. But if I can specify yarn, leather, silk, and cloth by that same method that I just did. So I think I don't think I'm going to bother. I did shirt just to kind of demonstrate what you can do. I'm not going to bother with trousers or socks. Thread any material is already kind of doing that as well. The problem with thread any material is, if I do ever get round to finding, well, not finding, but actually digging out some adamantine, then that's going to get, I think that you get wafers which I didn't think you turn to thread, or it's threaded and you turn into wafers. I can't remember exactly. I haven't actually used adamantine before. So there's the potential that'll get mixed up in that, and therefore my clothing industry will go horribly wrong. So I might want to change that later and say that the thread is in fact going to be only silk and only yarn and only plant cloth, plant thread. But I don't really, I'm fine with did that actually. I think also because I can't dig out new things, what I've gone and done here is I've removed a bit of this huge enormous stockpile, which as you can see is only partially done. So I cut out a square, a couple of squares here, and so there are 2 new kitchens because I'm worrying about the number of food stocks, specifically the amount of prepared meals, because I mean I probably do have enough, and I'm probably making enough as I go and all that kind of stuff, so I probably don't actually have to be worried, but quite clearly I am. Where's prepared meals? There we go, prepared meals. So I've only got 283 prepared meals, which some are forbidden. How are some of them forbidden? Where's my cursor gone? I've lost it already actually. Prepared meals, tab. I'm just trying to work out where these forbidden meals are. Oh, right, okay, there's my cursor. There's my cursor. Down here. Couldn't see it for some reason. So that's one of them. I have such weird things going on in my life. Tab. Plum helmet stew. Which is over here for some reason. That is really weird. Don't know what was going on with that. My strange mood board is getting on, and it's got bones, which is slightly irritating because that tends to imply that I'm going to get yet another bone carver, which, quite frankly, I have enough of. Yeah, so that's ongoing. I'm gonna go to my stocks menu, go to the enhanced view, tab, and then I'm just going to Shift C, so that clears everything. And now I'm just going to Control F, so now I'm only looking at forbidden things. I'm just kind of getting an idea of what's forbidden. I don't have not very many forbidden things. If I do Shift Z, I can zoom to it. So I have no particular reason for these to be forbidden. These, I mean, basically this will have been ammunition used by a hunter at some point. So yeah, they don't need to be forbidden anymore. So just want to check from time to time. Why certain things have been forbidden. I have a sneaking suspicion these have been dumped and they're in some kind of... Actually, let's go find out. That's not what I wanted to do. Shift Z is what I wanted to do. Camera cabinet, but they're forbidden. That's interesting. I wonder why. Can I go? That's extremely strange. what's forbidden. Bolts, I think, are more important. Okay, Shift Z to that. No, because I need to hit Tab. Shift Z. There we go. So again, we're outside. Again, it's you know, they were shot, no doubt, by in order to kill some poor defences. Wild boar. Doop 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 doop. Iron bolt 14. That's quite a lot. Tab. Not quite as good as that. I don't. Well, I think that's less good than the last lot, but that's still, you know, valuable stuff. And there's another thing here, and it would help if I. Yep. DB. There's nothing obviously on this screen that's. There we go. There's a couple of sets of bolts. Should have thought this before. You know, just use it to claim. Yes, claim, reclaim things. Use those commands to do that, and then I'll automatically start to see the things that have been forbidden. But let's have a look at more stuff. Shift C, Control Z, no, Control F. Those socks and things are kind of interesting to me. I'm curious as to why they've managed to get themselves forbidden. Ooh, up into some trees, evidently. Again, more hunting. You know, it's all good. I mean, it's all. It's just to make it so that my hunters can get more ammunition. So that was kind of entertaining. I see I'm getting some gaps in that stockpile, which makes me think that yeah, they're gradually putting the wood into there and moving it to there, and then hopefully moving it from there, you know, into lower down into the fortress. We've got a quick glance at. I think is it this one? Was this one was claimed? Oh, nothing there except the skeletons. My individual is wandering off and getting stuff, so it's all good. Oh, this one is full of pots. Apparently pots don't have anywhere to go. A lot of bone bolts as well. A lot of bone bolts. Which should be... Oh, I guess that is... that's full. Is all I can come down to. Yeah, again, you know, it might a quantum stockpile might be a good idea. I'm just wondering how easy or difficult that would be. Carve out. Really, you know, just a small amount. A human caravan. I might like them. I like human caravans. Human caravans tend to have a lot of good things. The elven caravans don't. Okie dokie. Let's find crafts. There we go. And toys and instruments. And that's all they're getting. It's all going to be crafts. Yep. Yep, that's all good. Forgotten beast meat. I've got quite a lot of that. Almost tempted to chuck it in just to see how much it's worth. I can view the good. 346. That's, meh. Digging implements, not getting any of those. Steel crossbow. Anvils, leather, cloth plants, cloth. In theory I could try selling them lead bars. It's got quite a lot of lead bars, but they are heavy and they're not worth very much. Which has a couple of issues. Both, it's a pain in the ass to get them shuffled everywhere. And it, the caravans can only take so much. So there's a point where there just isn't any point doing that. I mean, same with same with blocks, only worse. So, I mean, steel bars are reasonably good. If I wanted to sell steel bars, I mean, even iron bars are pretty good. But 68, units. Don't be wanting that. So I'm just going to see how much my my crafts will fetch. My large gems I hope aren't getting moved because they're no longer in the finished goods bit. At least I don't think they are. My large gems I think are all here. Also just things that are made out of Morions. I've got a Morion scepter and a Morion crown. But my large gems and a couple of other bits and pieces aren't in this stockpile anymore, which means they've ended up in here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, that's some folks will be grabbing stuff. What I'm particularly hoping, again, right now, my big problem with my fortress is unhappy dwarves due to lack of equipment. So if I search by equipment, now these people actually are lacking gear, so gauntlets. So these are my, I think these are all my military folk. Who want leather armor. So leather, looks like I should make some leather shields and stuff. But these people in red, it's feet uncovered, and they're not happy. That actually make that although I'm actually reasonably pleased because not too long ago the issue was people were having their trousers were missing, and that makes them very unhappy very quickly. As you can see, actually my happiness is now pretty good. Starts from fine and goes upwards. Even my babies are okay, but the babies tend to complain about everything. Because you get things like caught in the rain, bitten or by flies, and nauseated by the sun, because they don't have any option they don't get to see nice things. But the equipment, these red folk are a problem, and that's the problem my clothing industry has been trying to fix. So... So let's go down here and back up one. I don't really have a hotkey for my main production area. Instead, I just use downstairs and go up one. Do I only? Oh, I've got 2 leatherworks scissors. Right. So I make leather. Armor and put on repeat, and then I want to add that. Yeah, that's yeah. Alt W. Add limits. Armor ready leather. Just leave it at that. What's the difference between a leather glove? Well, I suppose in the leather glove and leather gauntlet, I'm not quite sure what the difference is. If I make it a glove, does that make it a gauntlet? Is that the same thing? Now, in theory, I can, shield of any material, but I actually specifically want it to be leather because that's what my archers are looking for. My archers don't have the leather armor that they have decided that they want. So that's a thing I need to get sorted. For the trader, because he's obviously I've set it. He should be a noble, and that's not doing anything. But clearly, he's off doing things. Things getting moved. That's good. Oh, look at that! Nice full thing of pigtails, which hopefully means that. Farmers' workshops will soon have pigtails to start processing and make pigtail thread. And if you want pigtail thread, I'll make pigtail cloth, which means I can start making trousers of whatever material and socks, more importantly. And I might even add shoes in, so they work socks and shoes. Wouldn't that be luxurious? If I can get, that's when I can start maybe looking at. Producing high quality cloth as opposed to just cloth. You can do really interesting things actually if you start using workflow and you start using clever stockpiles. I could have all my actual clothiers only taking their cloth from a stockpile that's got that's only got good cloth, like well made, or masterwork even, if I've got particularly good cloth makers. And using things like, again, DF Hack adds in some interesting capabilities, so I could set up a particular stockpile to auto trade. So there will be a stockpile. So all the cloth that's not master, lovely, wonderful quality, that just gets chucked into the auto trade, which means that when the let's have a quick look at what they're going to be making. So it's another bone carver I've got, because the first thing is bone, and then pigtail fibre, gems, blocks. Yeah, on you go. On you go. Yeah, I'll remember, hopefully, when they actually finish making the thing. I hopefully will remember to enable their labour, so that if they're a bone carver, just make them into a bone carver, and get back to making bone crafts or something. Bone crafts is another thing that I could. Oh, Human Diplomat. Bone crafting is. Where is this Human Diplomat you speak of? Is that you? I mean, is that literally you, as in that you that is there? A lawgiver. A human X-Man. I assume that's our diplomat, the X-Man, bodyguard, maybe. Makes a certain amount of sense. And over here, who have we got here? A human lasher. Kinky. Kinky, kinky. But that'll happen when it happens. How are we getting on? Okay, getting quite a few things moved, only a few more things to go. I probably should make sure my broker does not have anything better to do with their life. Current profession. Oh, not current profession, it's profession. Collapse all. No. Profession administrator. Do I want... No, I kind of thought they would show up here. There you go. Because the guy has a profession of broker. Oh well. Time to do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Zoom to unit G. And now go to PL. Just get rid of everything you do that's not... Well, in fact, I'll just get rid of everything you do. I thought they counted as nobles and thus don't get included in make quotes. Oh, nearly missed that. Yeah, I thought they didn't count. They didn't get used. I thought they didn't get added into Dwarf Therapist's optimization plans, but it would appear that they do. I'm wondering why you have got an exclamation mark on you. So I'm just wondering why that individual has an exclamation mark above their face, but there doesn't seem to be a reason. At least not one that I can see. Flux stones are being a problem still. I have exposed most of this layer, and most of this layer is just rock. Kind of my last hope for something interesting is obviously going to be in this area. But this would appear to just be rock. Not interesting here at all. Just different sorts of rock. Diorite, woo. Slate. How are we getting on here? Most things have been moved, so that's good. Kind of hoping that once everything's been, you know, put down, I'll be able to get through the trading interface without swearing quite so much as I did last time. Dealing with the elves. It wasn't the elves' fault, really. It's just the way the trading interface, you know, combination of the DF hack plugins that work with it and everything else, just drove me bananas. Just you know, the way accidentally hitting escape could mean, you know, all the trades get lost. So, you know, a bunch of work that you did just disappears, and that's astonishingly irritating when that happens. How are we getting on? Obviously, I can't even tell when the broker's doing anything. They seem to be taking. So those big diamond things, as far I thought that those are gems, but right, let's who have we got here? Storing an item in the stockpile. Round pipe oval cabochons. Where are you getting those from? You're getting those from above ground. It would seem, anyway. Huh. Where are you getting those from? There's an interesting thing. There's a thing. There's a question you actually aren't able to ask. You know, you can't just like, where are you getting those from exactly? Where are you getting these from? Oh, aha! I reckon something's... Ah, okay. They've dropped a whole bunch of stuff. For some reason. That's really weird. I think I remember reading something about there being a bug where, where things will just get accidentally dumped, like the merchant gets scared and somehow they go, I'm scared, and that they then immediately just drop everything. You know, I'm not going to complain. Be very sure about that. I'm not complaining in any way whatsoever. I'm quite happy to take it, but it is a bit of a slightly hilarious thing to happen. Because I mean, the Silver arrows? There. Oh, the arrows, I don't care about them anyway. Yeah, the other merchants just wandering straight past all this. And going, oh, there's a large pile of human merchant gear just lying here. Well, clearly nothing to do with us. And they're wandering past. So I'm getting lots of free gems. Which I should... Okay. Yeah, I should feel bad about that, but clearly I don't. You know, I'm sitting here cheerfully designating things to be melted. You know, oh, some more green glass, brilliant. You know, why not? No, I want to get to Z. I just want to do stocks and then enhance mode tab. No, I don't actually want not tab. Shift C, and I want to see how many things I have down for melting. Now here's a question: 25 iron arrows. Are they melted as one thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What I'm going to do is I'm going to JMQ melt metal object. I put in 9 things, and that way, if it turns out that melted things, if it turns out that bolts are in fact one item, then I'll start getting complaints. I don't have anything to melt, mate. I can't melt things. I don't have things to melt. Whereas if it's the other way around, and each individual arrow, hello, there's much to discuss. Yeah, like you littering stuff, which are in fact incredibly valuable, on my doorstep. We need to talk about you doing that. Yes. Well, thanks for coming, Human Diplomat. Yes, thank you. That was a good meeting that we had there, in which very little happened. Well, I'm feeling vaguely much more comfortable about my thread situation. Where in the name of all things sacred is my bloody broker? I won't find out from that screen. Q, search, broker. Enter, stop searching. Z, follow. Oh, for feck's sake. He's taking a pot with him. I think those are pots. To go and get the fish. So instead of just picking up the fish, which I suspect is what he's taking, or she, I keep saying he. I think the broker's a lady. Yeah, the broker's a lady. She, instead of picking up the fish and taking it, she went inside, grabbed a pot or whatever it is, and is wandering over to find the fish, and then is going to grab the fish and put it in the pot, and then take it all the way back. So I rather suspect, because she was fishing right before she did this, I rather suspect that this has magnified the journey considerably. So instead of, like, you know, fishing, making a fish, you know, a fish object now appears that wasn't there before, and then, you know, taking the fish back, she's gone all the way into the... That's a barrel she's got. Pot's a barrel. She's gone all the way to the fortress, has grabbed a barrel, and has put the fish in the barrel, and is now heading back to the fortress. That's not irritating at all. Again, I think it looks like I need to set up feeder stockpiles for absolutely everything. I mean, I don't know if it's actually worked for gems, because that's the only one I've really set that up for. But, you know, do I need to set up a fish one? Do I need to set up a fish one where the only place where they can actually put fish is in a stockpile that does not have barrels in it? And next door there is a stockpile with barrels, which does, yeah, it's a fish stockpile with barrels, and only takes from the feeder stockpile. These are the questions we ask ourselves. Well, never mind. At least I got free stuff from the merchant, so today is not an entire waste of time. Well, I think obviously we're just going to have to wait for the broker to finish putting things in stockpiles. So I think it's time to save the game there. And I'll pick things up when we're ready to trade, because I'm sure you're going to want to watch me navigate the trade menu. It'll be interesting to see what stuff they've got left, having dumped all their stuff on my lawn already. I should have a look to see if there are any other piles of merchant gear just lying around, because every so often there's just a pile of merchant gear. And I think the bug is that something frightens them and they dump all their gear, which is a bit weird. Right, thanks very much for watching. Please hit like or subscribe if that appeals to you. And also try and visit us at www.nearlyenoughdice.com, where you can find more of our role-playing game themed podcast and blog and other such things. Hope you enjoyed it, this session, and you'll join us again next time. And until then, have yourselves a very dwarfy day.